Italy, a country bursting with art and history. From pilgrimages to the Vatican to hitting the nightclubs in Milan, Italy sure is full of so many things to see and do that you'll definitely want to go wild on this holiday. But don't be too reckless. There are still some things you shouldn't do in Italy.
Know before you go!
1. Don't forget to validate your ticket. Tickets for regional trains need to be validated. There are some exceptions, but in general terms, you'll have to validate your ticket before boarding. So find a validation machine, push your ticket into the slot until you hear the stamp being applied, and your ticket will be good for up to 6 hours. 2. Don't order latte. Let's see, what do you want? A coffee or milk? Latte means milk, so if you order a latte, you'll get a glass of milk. On the other hand, if you want a coffee, ask for an espresso or cappuccino. Try to remember that. 3. Don't forget to drive carefully. In Italy, there are limited traffic zones. You'll need a permit to go through them, and they don't give them to tourists. The centro storico is usually a limited traffic area. There are no barriers, however, so if you cross over the limits, a camera will take a picture of your license plate and you'll get a hefty fine, even if your car is rented. 4. Book in advance. There are plenty of wonderful monuments to visit, but be clever and think about which ones in advance so that you can buy tickets online. If not, you'll have to wait hours to enter some places. 5. Don't dress inappropriately in churches. You may not want to miss the opportunity of visiting some of the best churches and cathedrals in the world, but even if it's too hot, try not to wear shorts or go bare shoulders. Just remember to take some respectable clothes for those visits. 6. Don't trust your GPS. Yes, I know you have all the maps of the world in your GPS, okay, right. However, that won't be very useful for you here. In Italy, there are lots of towns and villages from different regions with the same name, so be clear about which one you want to head to. 7. Don't assume you're getting tap water. In Italy, they prefer to drink bottled water, so if you're in a restaurant and you ask for still water, don't expect them to bring you a glass of tap water. They will bring you a bottle. So to avoid misunderstandings, if you want tap water, just make sure the waiter knows which type you mean. 8. Don't eat in tourist spots. This is a pretty standard rule of thumb for most countries if you're looking for authentic food, and in Italy it's definitely no different. If you're visiting a tourist attraction and you want some authentic Italian lunch, take some time to get a bit further from the area and you'll get to enjoy some real Italian food. 9. Don't forget the gondolier. Taking a gondola cruise in Venice might be a unique experience for you, but remember that it will also be quite unique for your wallet. One ride can cost upwards of $65 per person or more. However, if you get one of the water taxis used by Venetian locals, you'll enjoy a shorter ride and it will only cost you around $5. 10. Don't misuse the Parmesan. Remember this, in Italy you can eat anything you want and order whatever combinations of food your heart desires, but just make sure that you never, ever ask a waiter for Parmesan cheese to sprinkle on your seafood pasta. That's just wrong. And one last tip, don't cut your spaghetti with a knife and fork. Do you have any other suggestions of things not to do in Italy? Comment below.